Oh, man. Ah, wrong one. Wrong one. Wait.
Oh, wait, 1 second. 1 second. It's disastrous. Ah, it works. I think it's working. This is the new setup. I thought I'd mention it, but that is not what we're here today. Today, DWM. So DHH No Marquee has been great, other than the fact it's based in Wayland and Hyperland, and I've just had enough. I've had bleed through effects with opacity of 1.0. It's been great. I love the passion of what DHH brought to Omarchy, but I just can't get over how bad the Wayland Hyperland situation is right now. It just isn't jiving for me. There's just too much going on, especially with games and other things that I do on my system that Xorg just works better for me. Specifically game scope, specifically the bleed through effect is just getting up my nerves. And then synergy and multi-PC switching has always been a little bit dicey on Wayland. There's a bunch of other issues there too. I've gone in detail about that. So I wanted to take all the stuff they've done with Omarchy, and then I will switch it over directly into DWM Xorg type situation. And I want to do it in a way that other people can like replicate it. I've already got like this janky setup script that works because I understand all its flaws for me, but no one else really can use it well. I mean, people have got it working, like Abs and Chat. Hey, sir, you've got it working, but I'm sure it took some finagling, and I don't want that to happen. I want it to be just a really easy setup for folks. And DWM is just fantastic because there's not much that needs to happen to make it work great. It's only about 100 kilobytes, and the dependencies are very minimal, especially compared to the Wayland Hyperland setup. It may not look as sexy as the counterpart, but I care about function. Function over form is a big thing. So let's get into it. Enough yapping. I wanted to show this cool little setup first, see if it actually worked. Forgot to put up chat in the background there, and I just got like half a screen. That looks not great. I'll work on that for the next one. I don't know. Let me know how you guys think about this whole thing. So far, I kind of dig it. It's pretty cool. All right, well, sweet.
Well, all right. Now, on to the moment we've been waiting on. Wiping all this crap out. We gotta go with that. All right, here we go. This is AI. I've always been AI. I've always been, I'm fake. So emergency, we gotta get completely off of Hyperland, Wayland. It's going in the trash bin. We're going to DWM only, but we're gonna take everything I like from Omarchy and we're putting it in here. We're taking it, all the stuff I love that DHH has done, and we're stealing it. We're like thieves in the night. Actually, it's probably the morning time for him because he's like 8 hours ahead. So hopefully he doesn't see this stream. But regardless, we're gonna steal it all like goblins. It's gonna be great. Because yeah. We'll show you. It's gonna be great. Here we go. So first off, the things I love about Hyperland, the things I want to steal. First, this web app situation he put up, I didn't think I would like this. I was like, oh, that's kind of gimmicky when I first tried it, but it's cool. And then as I started using my computer more and more, I really like the web app situation. So that's getting ported, and spoiler, I've already worked on this for like a couple hours today and I've already ported the whole thing. We're completely removing all of the Wayland stuff that goes into the Omarchy web launcher. I've already converted it all to Xorg. which acts like super easy, or act like it's like a big conversion. It's actually easier. You're just removing Universal Wayland Session Manager and should be fine. If we have to launch it from like a terminal, we can always do no hup, so we can skip any kill signals we get, and it'll just continually running. But I don't think we even have to do that. So we're going to try it in my current implementation of that. Walker, this, we might institute that. Right now I'm doing like a Rofi type setup, but I do like this specifically when, what is that? Is it, no. Yeah, this right here from Walker. This is so cool. I want to take some of this and kind of steal it as well. This whole setup, specifically my problem with DWM is it's tailored to just me. And the thing that Omarchy does that I really like is anybody can grab it and you can just get like a really quick rundown. Hey, what the hell does this hotkey do? And then it has a really quick search. Oh man. So we got to take that, I think, too. So those are like the two big things, I think, Walker and then the web apps. I'm trying to think of anything else that I can think up. Let's see. Let's get chat up. We grew a pair of Black Star. We're ditching it. We're ditching Hyperland. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's happened. So we're going back to X. Yeah. We just got to go back. I don't know what to tell you until it's no good anymore, and then we'll come back to Hyperland. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be back. I feel like DWM is just my home. It's my home. I got to go back. Oh my God. Tell you. X Libre or X11? Probably X11 for now, Blackstar. And tell Arch. Arch might actually end up going to X Libre. We'll see what the community does. X Libre so far hasn't really done much in the way of... We'll see what they do for maintenance and see how the code is. So we'll see what ends up going on. But if it continues on for years and Arch picks it up, then we'll probably end up going to X Libre. But I'm not going to do any kind of janky, hey, I'm going to do custom repos. Nah. We're using the official stuff here. We're using the stuff that works. That's all I care about. Yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, Walker, oof, so good. There's just so many good things there that I really enjoy. And that's where I'm like, all right, so let's start. Let's just start and begin. Where do we begin by ripping out Omarchy? We start with the startup, as with most things. Now, Omarchy, fun fact, it uses its own custom startup service. A lot of people don't realize how DHH coded it in. And I kind of started looking back through the code because honestly, I wanted to contribute. And then as I started looking through stuff, I was like, I don't like that. That's a choice I don't enjoy. I don't enjoy that either. So like, there's a lot of things about Omarchy I really like, but there's also a lot of things I don't like. And one of the things I noticed is the startup service and why he does this. I don't know why he didn't just use like SDDM, maybe for stability, because SDDM can kind of screw up or just shit the bed sometimes. I don't know. But anyways, I digress. If we look at status and we go to Omarchy, there's a seamless login service that actually gets triggered. And this is what logs into Omarchy's base system. Now, I think it's something with his 1Password and how that the lock service works with Wayland. It's real cumbersome in its current implementation. And it works good. Don't get me wrong. This is seamless, but the back end, the foundation of it is not something I like. I want something more universal. So, first off, first order of business will be to systemctl disable Omarchy seamless login service. So that's gone. Now, probably the way to do this is just do SDDM. Now, if we go into etc And before we do that, well, let's go ahead and change it to DWM. Let's invim sddm.conf, right? We're moving back. SDDM's not even here, is it? Shiitake mushrooms. I purged it. Sounds like something I would do. All right, SDDM. Also, this system is the one that has the little weird glitch sometimes. So, oh dang, I don't want to do a fresh install. We've been going so long. We've been on for 491 days on Arch. No, we're not doing a fresh install. Absolutely not. Probably not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Yes. All right. We need the auto login service. Auto login. User equals Titus session equals DWM. Let's double check that. We can wait 1,000 days. It's fine. There's just some jank here. And I'm just like, Ooh, another thing I want to steal from, just remembered this right here. His little implementation of this, I think this is a bash script. And I really, really, really like it. I didn't know about it much. I was like, I just launched Pavu control. It does the same thing. But the more I use this in the hotkeys, it was meant really for not using your mouse. And I was in a game the other day and I had to pull this up and I was like, ooh, that's kind of nice. I like that. Yeah. It's an emergency for me. Yes. Absolute emergency. This is of dire importance, guys. I don't know if you understand how dire this is, but it's dire. Dire. Let's see. What do we got? Display server theme. Don't care. X11. We could do a display script. Nah, we won't do it that way. Users auto login. User session relogin equals false. Yeah, we need to relogin. Relogin equals false. I think it's good. I think it's good. All right, great. Yeah. All right, now we're good to go. So then we're going to go systemctl enable SDDM. Already exists. Really? Now, that looks like it's not enabled. Failed. ETC system display manager already existed as a symlink to greetd. Ew. What? What is that? What happened? Jippity, what happened? Oh, I'm using greetd, my bad. All right, cool. Greetd. I probably should have kept greetd. I kind of like greetd. But anywho, so be it. What was the greetd service though? Never mind. We might take a short break here. Actually, greetd. Oh, is it September? Sweet. Balthazar, thank you for the sub. 3 months. Nice. What's nicer? I like greetd. Now that I've been using it, I think how did I configure greetd? Did anybody remember that stream? Yeah. Okay, all the configuration is just in these two files. It must have been here. Oh. Yeah. 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 God, I've got to figure out that auto save on that. Anyways, start X. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just gonna do start X there. Yeah, I like greet D other than SDDM, but yeah. Let's undo that actually.
To do the binds.
Quays, thank you for the sub, sir. All right, 1 second. I'm actually changing this back specifically because I want to double check to make sure that is the command. It is. All right, great. That is super annoying. I gotta fix that option in my NeoVim. Anyways, let's go over, delete tell that. No. And then we are going to start X. Yep. All right. Literally have, hey, Rux, that's because I deleted it once. And then I was like, oh crap, what was the command to do that? Because I got tired of switching between all my display managers. So we're going to actually undo what we just did. Because SDDM, I think, had some weird dependencies, or it could start with some weird dependencies. And I was like, I just don't like that. So we're going to just go back, systemctl, enable greet D. That's fine. Okay, so greet D setup. We've reconfigured it for that. The only other thing I can think is, what does my init rc xinit rc look like? Just execute DWM. Sweet, short and simple, y'all. That's it. Perfect. All right. Now we need to get all our stuff. We're gonna pull it down. Pull our changes. What changes did we make here? Whatever. Get stash drop. Get pull. Sudo make clean install. All right. Pay no mind to that. That's my web apps that I'm working on. And then I got to redo my setup file, but let's copy scripts star. Let's put that in like user. Oh yeah. Let's put that in home. Let's see. Let's go home local bin. Oh yes. There we go. Magic. All right, let's see the magic happen. Oh, I totally forgot. We got to redo the start screen. I'm gonna take some inspiration from DHH. We got to name the distro. It can't be named DWM Titus is just so lame. Got to come up with something fun. But it has to be like ridiculous a little bit. Nerd magic. Oh, he does. Yeah. DHH put it all out there. I was looking through some of the code. I was like, dude, this is so nice. Oh, Chris Markey. Oh my God. Black Star. Chris Archie. Tatarchi. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh God, we got to do a poll. We got to do a poll for the name change. That would be hysterical. Oh, Marchtus. Oh God. Oh no, no, AT&T gross. That name shall not be put here. Nope, absolutely not. All right, I should probably look. What is happening here? Just taking a little bit longer. Oh, authority file. Can't say I've ever seen that error before. And so it begins. Does anybody know what the X authority file does? All right, let's figure that out. Sure, it's not important. Come on, give me my desktop. Pretty please. Any minute now. Well, yeah, I just remade it. So, something in my startup is a little bit dicey. That's okay. It's okay. No, I think we're good. We're good. So let's say we can start X here. What's happening? Yeah, okay. So this is working. Let's kill that. All right, so that's working. It is a Greet D problem. Shoot. All right, so system status, Greet D. We got a problem here. So we got an X authority issue. Huh. Well, I tell you what, we'll just log into our desktop. Maybe. Was there already a desktop in one? Or was that two? Come on. I believe in you. You got this. Okay, maybe you don't got this. There it goes. All right, good. I don't know what that was all about. All right, well, let's figure out what's happening there. Whoo, boy. Quays, thank you for... Man, how many gifted subs did Quays give? I completely was right in the middle of the TTY. I didn't see it come in. Holy crap. All right, let's unlock. Let's hit restore. All right, we're loading up. Yeah, thank you, Quays, for the 7 community subs, and Balthazar earlier for the Twitch Prime. Chads, I love you guys. All right. All right. What did I do? What if we don't use X in it? Well, that can't be good. What's that about? Yeah, it's got to be greet D. Yeah, yeah, it's got to be greet D. Greet D's throwing us through a loop here, y'all. It's okay, it's okay. We just got to be quick before it crashes again. Okay. All right, I got this. This time, we're gonna go sudo invim etc greet D config toml. Yes. All right, we're gonna ignore my instructions up there. I wrote that. I think I was wrong. So, if I'm right, we can just close this. Man, that just... something's wrong. What is happening? Something just feels off. What is it? Got poll kit. Let's look. There's something a little bit off here. Let's kill landmouse. What's open link? Open link hub. What the hell's that? Anybody heard of open link? Yeah. I think I broke everything. I don't know what open link is. Open link plus is being run on my thing. What is that? You shall terminate. Oh, really? Really? You want to do that to me, Mr. Open Link? You're dying. Terming you. All right. So Open Link. What is Open Link Hub? What was I doing? What is this? It's Corsair stuff? What the hell? I don't have Corsair. Right? Avoid running, yeah, is sudo, yeah, no. Okay, yeah, that looks fine. We're trashing that, and then hub. Maybe open link? I don't know what that is. Where'd that service come from? Okay. I think we're good now. I probably should not have just nuked it from orbit like that. Don't do that. It's not the way to roll. Oh well. Why I'm here, let's get rid of some stuff. Let's get rid of yay. Let's get rid of resolve. Let's get rid of local send. Did I have local send in here? Nah, I didn't have local send in there. Get rid of that. Oh. It's kind of pretty. Remove local send. What else do we have? Remove container D. I can't remember what's in there. Container D. Yeah, we don't need any of that. Let's just, we're just nuking from orbit here. Why we're in root. Why not run root in the RM command late at night on a Saturday? I like a little excitement in my life. But let's not do it from the root of the drive, though. All right, that's fine. I think what is Google? What's under Google? Oh, it's Chrome. All right. The rest of this, I think I'm fine with. All right. Let's exit. Clear. All right. At least it's not Friday. That's right, bud. That's right. People watching this right now are probably just sysadmins running like migration tasks or fixing a broken server and just having me in entertainment for the background. So let's do what they can't and just start deleting things. It's going to be fun. All right. What else do we have in here? It feels a little weird. And I'm like, network manager. Nah, we can leave network manager, but I kind of want to delete it. Docker. What? We got Docker on here too? Oh, we do have Docker on here. Docker. Let's nuke Docker. Docker. Build X. Docker. Probably you're gonna fail, then we'll do an RNSC. Oh no, it didn't. I only got all the dependencies. All right, cool. So that's done. Next up, I just kind of want to clean up some stuff before we get going with the full conversion. What else do you see here? Let's kill that, right? Introduction. Oh, I just don't want that running. Sudo pkill docker d. D's nuts. There you go. You're gone now. What else we got? uPowerD. That's what's uPowerD doing? Yeah, I'll leave it. We're converting the whole desktop. What is this right here? HWRNG. All right. Question everything. What is it? What are you doing on my system? Cups. I installed cups. I have cups on here. Ah, gross. Oh, no, I need that for his print into a PDF. Never mind. It's dawned on me. Nah. Yeah. Nope. I stopped myself. It's okay. We got it before I hit the nuke button. What else do we have? I still want to know what HWRNG Linux is. HWRNG Linux. What is that? Hardware random number generators. Huh. Well, that's kind of crazy. I don't know why that's even there. All right. Yeah. I can't, Chris. It smells fishy. I was like, oh, what is that? It's a number generator. Apparently, I don't know. It sounds fishy. NVIDIA probably installed it. They're probably spying on us with it. Oh, God, the landmouse thing. Yeah, let's get rid of landmouse, too. You know what? I'm just going to leave that going in the background. Let's go. Since we're not on Wayland anymore, we could get rid of landmouse. I don't want to get rid of it, though. I think what we do is... let's go system, CTL, user, disable landmouse service. We're just going to disable the service, just in case we ever need to go back to Wayland. I feel like that's a good compromise. That's acceptable. All right. Oh, system CTL user stop landmouse. All right. Now landmouse should disappear on us. What else we got? Time sync. Probably unnecessary. Chrome. Login Titus. I just want a clean system to start with. All right, this feels better. Haven't run into weird near. Game modded is already running. I'm not launching any games. Not at this second. Maybe later. All right, we got Start X. That's fine, I guess. I feel like... yeah, I think we got to do Start X for Greet D. All right, this looks good. When launching, start X and get a DX authority. Permissions error. I think I screwed up my open code there. 1 second. Themes. System. Okay, maybe not. What exactly happened to Wayland? Should we talk about Wayland and why I made a tweet saying it sucks my left testicle? Well, let me just tell you. It's, okay. There's a couple things. So initially it was GIMP 210, whatever, 39. I had some drag and drop errors and other things. And we worked through that. We upgraded to GIMP 3.0 and then we updated our scripts and then we were like, okay, everything's right with the world again. That was fine. And we were ready to go, right? Well, I was playing some games and I noticed some weird things. You know how you can see my background right here in the terminal? Well, when I had a blank screen like this right here, we were getting bleed through effects with an opacity of 1.0 in the decorations in Hyperland. Whether that is a bug with Wayland or Hyperland, the compositor, I could not tell you. I just know I set every single rule known to man for Google Chrome, the class, the Steam games, everything, and I was still getting a little bleed through. The bleed through is unacceptable. Absolutely not. I can't be seeing bleed through when I'm playing a game and I just see a little outline of my achievement in the background because Steam's behind it. It was just pissing me off to no end. And some people are like, oh my God, that is such a little thing. You'd think, but it was bugging me. And then a few other things. One, I'm not a big fan of landmouse. I am appreciative that landmouse exists, but the software itself is a little jank. A little more than a little jank. It's really jank, but it works. So working's better than not working. Where Synergy, I just really miss it. I feel like it's better. Like when I run Synergy, watch it not work. I probably need to redo it. Here we go. Cool. So, I had Mac going. Let's just put that over here. Oh, no. I'll put that over here. Pay no attention to my configuration. It's perfectly fine, perfectly normal. All right, great. So we can do that. Synergy. And I think I'll just close that out. Yeah. And then it works great. And then I can go in and out. Got clipboard, got everything. Works great. I love Synergy. Full stop. It's just better. Or you could use, what's the other one that people used? Not Barrier. It came after Barrier. It's really good. It's open source. It's better than Synergy for people that don't want to pay any money. What am I thinking of? Nah, not RustDesk. It was like it, not DeskFlow. Input Leap. That's it, Bill. Input Leap was it. Yes. Input Leap is great. So if you want just completely all open source project that's a fork of Synergy 1 and it has all the same fixings of the Synergy you know and love from like 10 years ago, Input Leap is fantastic. It does have some support for Wayland now. I want to say that's only GNOME and KDE though, so no Hyperland. So that was another thing. So was there anything else? We also did a conversion in our NeoVim and did the hotkey to get everything from my clipboard onto that. So I don't know if that works anymore in Xorg. We might have to rewrite this again. Anyways, we're not doing that tonight. That's a problem for Chris tomorrow. Tomorrow's Chris, not today. Oh God, TeamViewer, you're banned. Oh, TeamViewer, gross. Talk about the shadiest, worst company ever. Anybody using TeamViewer in 2025 should just be dragged out and shot. Full stop. For your bad decisions of not knowing how much of a shite company TeamViewer is. If you use TeamViewer, I'm judging you right now. You've been judged because TeamViewer is bad. It's awful. If you want some evidence of that, go try and cancel the damn thing. Yeah. Have fun. Anyways. RustDesk is good. I like RustDesk probably between that and AnyDesk. AnyDesk is fine. I just like RustDesk a little bit better. If you want to laugh, I have the opposite problem. Games running on the dedicated GPU crash on Alt-Tab in X. So I have to use GameScope or Wayland for that. Bang hand on wall. Yeah, so what I always do, the one thing what I really like about is GameScope is another problem I was having with Wayland. I wanted to use GameScope because I was like, maybe I can lock it in full screen mode and then force the cursor on there and maybe I won't have the artifacting. And GameScope just is not working at all on my Wayland instance. Maybe it's a skill issue. Maybe I just don't know something and GameScope works fine on Wayland, but not for me. And I tried it on both systems. I have an NVIDIA system and I have an AMD system. The AMD system's fine. NVIDIA, I don't think works on GameScope, period. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's a kind of a pain in the ass to do GameScope on NVIDIA. Maybe they've come some ways. We can try it if we wanted to go that route, but yeah. I use TeamViewer. Is it secure? Well, I mean, not it unsecures your wallet from your bank account, and gives it to them essentially, and you're trapped into a long-term contract. It's not necessarily from a technical point of view, Jax. It's more from the company is just very, very shady and how they do their dealings with people is just messed up. There's no cancel button. You essentially are locked into these long-term notes. You have to do written notice 30 days before cancellation. Otherwise, they're going to renew for a whole year. So if you try and cancel 15 days before it's about to expire, it'll just renew you for a whole year. There's just so many really nasty, gross things where I hate them as a company. And anytime I have time to talk shit about TeamViewer, I'm going to talk shit about TeamViewer. Awful company, never should be used. Use anything but TeamViewer. Unless it's not your money and you don't mind just burning through someone else's money and trapping them into an ungodly, awful contract, then that's fine. Even then, though, I really hate them just out of principle. I just hate giving a dime to a company like that. So yeah, that's just my opinion on TeamViewer. But they are a terrible company. Just objectively terrible. Ugh, can't believe they haven't been sued. There's got to be a class action soon for them. Anyways, how are we doing here? Oh yeah, we got to fix the Greet D thing. Or we could just switch to SDDM. Nah, let's see. Do we have... Yes, ChatGPT it. Yeah, so that does work. Do we got Grok too? Oh, snap. You guys know how much I love my AI, so now I can bounce around. Feels good. All right, so let's go.
Yeah, well.
Roji, thank you
To
for
do
the
the
sub,
binds.
sir. 17 months. Much appreciated. No DeepSeek yet. No, not so much. But yeah, this is one thing I stole from Omarchy. What kind of stole? I modified. So I saw how they were doing their launcher, and I redid it for my DWM, and it is just chef's kiss. I just love it. Anyways, X Authority is having permission. Let's redo this. Greet D login is having issues getting to the desktop using StartX. Execute DWM in XNRC and is running into X Authority permissions errors. I don't know if that made any sense, but I think they got it. All right, Greet D does this. StartX normally wants to be run from a TTY, not the D through a DM. Okay, and it creates X Authority. If X Authority was created by root, sudo example. Fix your permissions. First, ensure X Authority is owned by your user. If it's not owned by root, fix it. Okay. You can also just remove it. X will regenerate it. Avoid running StartX instead. Inside Greet D. So just instead run, just execute DWM.
To do the binds.
Jax, thanks for the tier 1, man. All right, yeah, that makes way more sense. Yeah. So we were on this right track. So essentially it's like, hey, don't use StartX. So we should just use execute DWM. Gravy. God bless. I just love that so much. So we're good. Let's give it a whirl. Let's go. Tell us the story of unclogging a sink, chat. 0 divided by 0. Oh. Check out this 2E Greet. Actually, Rux, I've already used 2E Greet. It's really cool. Essentially, it's a terminal user interface where it just kind of shows, like, you know how OpenCode looks? It's like that, but you're greeter. That's kind of neat. I mean, really, I just want a minimal greeter with auto login. Technically, we could just hack Getty and then just spin it to StartX. I don't necessarily like the bypass on Getty and then spitting it right to it. So I do like to use some kind of minimal display manager. So that's why we're using Greet D. Greet D is pretty dang minimal though. It's about as minimal as it gets. 2E Greet, pretty up there too. It's just Greet D is a little more universal, so I think we're fine. Have you tried the Ex Libre stuff yet? I have not. It's interesting though. How have you guys heard anything about Ex Libre? What have they improved in Ex Libre? So the thing that I care the most about, and the whole reason for us doing this is stability. I want everything to just work. I want Todd Howard to go point at my screen and say it just works. Actually, that's probably what's been happening when my Hyperland installs. Todd Howard should be the mascot for Hyperland. It just works until it doesn't, except for a couple little bugs and glitches here and there. Yeah. Oh. Wah, wah, wah. All right, let's go greet D. Config Tommel. Yeah, let's do it. Oopsies. What was weird? Like, that should... Like, it's execute UWSM for Hyperland. Why wouldn't it have execute here? Sus. Right? Can't open display. I think AI lied to me. AI would never lie to me. Yeah. Okay. Do we want to do like a... Yeah, it's fine. I feel like we're gonna get another X Authority error. Green screen stable. Actually, funny you mentioned that, KOK. We got some zip ties. We've been doing it. Oh, it's been great. Updates on the first release. Okay. YouTube rules.txt. What is that, Alex? Should we cat it? Here, we're gonna do a dangerous cat. Hopefully, like my all right, maybe it's like lie, steat, and cheat, beat up homeless people. What's in here? What did I write? What was the last time it was entered? The last time I edited this file was March 28th, 2024. I don't think you all are quite prepared. What's contained in YouTube rules? Show, don't tell. 2, never ever under any circumstances talk politics. Don't engage with trolls. Shadow ban is your friend. People have to feel something when you speak. Whether it's positive or negative, does not matter. Don't dox yourself. God, I really suck at that one. Be genuine and enjoy your videos. Those are my rules for YouTube. Greet D took over again. All right. Let's stop Greet D. Yeah. Greet D. Yeah. Let's see. What did Jippity tell me again? What was my chat? All right, what did they say? If you really want to start X with Greet D, you need to start X not to conflict with the DM. Calling X init RC is cleaner. What the hell does it want? So it says just call xinitrc. Yeah. Right at config.toml. Yeah. What do you want? That's what it wants? I mean, that doesn't actually seem that bad. So just bash. What's the L command on bash? Ah, okay. So the L command start as a login shell. Without the L, bash won't source those files. It will only read bash rc as if it's an interactive shell. Shit, I never knew that. Oh, man. Yeah. It should look at X sessions. Actually, no, I don't think it does. Does greet D look at X sessions? Let's ask the AI gods. No, greet D ignores X sessions. SDDM, GDM, and Light DM do look at sessions. Greet D is much simpler. It doesn't parse .desktop files at all. It's bare bones. That's why we're using it. So that makes so much more sense. So technically, the proper way to do this is just do the bash l.xrc, because this invokes bash under a login shell, and then we point it to xinitrc, which should be right there. But chmod xinitrc, we'll make that executable. I mean, if it only has execute DWM, wouldn't you just do execute DWM? It's kind of redundant. Just saying, right? Like, looking at this. Yeah, if it's just that, then command DWM. Huh, but I did that. And yet it did not work, right? We might patch DWM. We need to add some stuff. ChatGPT can make mistakes. Nonsense. I've never heard of it ever making a mistake. Not ChatGPT. That would never happen. Not my beautiful cat. ChatGPT. Oh. Oh boy. Okay. Wow. So really, for the most minimal setup for an auto login, you go DWM for the command, user Titus, great. We could feed the xinitrc as executable if you wanted to go down that route. Seems kind of meh. So probably this would be the best option. All right. Try running execute DWM. We're going to get a monitor error, aren't we, Rux? We totally are. I think it's completely wrong. You know what it is? I think I think it's off its rocker. I think it's stupid. In my gut, my gut says this is what you do. And I trust my gut way more than I trust Jippity. So, let's just see. Restart Greet D. Stupid Jippity. I'm smarter than you. Suck it. We got it. All right, great. Boom. All right, we're in. So Greet D auto logs in, drops us right into here. Boom. This is our setup. Oh, it feels so good. We got our terminal. This is good. We're using Ghosty. Fantastic. We've got our browser. Wonderful Google Chrome. Like, everyone should use Google Chrome, right? I'm trolling you. All right. Chatterino. We got that. Bam. Ghosty has been... It's a little like... they've done some optimizations, man. So before, Ghosty was having a little bit of a hiccup when I was launching it. This was like close to when it launched. So it was right around launch time. They've been doing some God's work behind the scene, man. It's feeling good. It's feeling good. So then we got that. Then we got our web apps, which we've stolen from Omarchy. Now, I used to, well, do we have the web apps? What are we rocking here? I keep blinking in and out. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Did I have anything in here that's worth a darn? Whatever. We're gonna just trash all that. I don't know what I was doing. All right. Okay, we just got one display. It's primary. Normal. Huh. We're gonna hard code that. Because that doesn't seem right at all. Let's just take this guy. Let's go sudo invim etc x11 xorg monitors.conf. All right, now, oh God, I can't remember the terminology here. I think it was like section monitor. Sounds okay. All right, I don't remember. xorg.conf monitor position, sure. Yeah, just give me something. What do we got? File, server flags, input class, extensions, no. Files, no. Server flag section, module, extensions, input, but class, device. Monitor, yes. That's what I want. We don't want vertical. We want just a mode, probably. Not mode line. I kind of want to go with a default mode or probably preferred mode. So option preferred mode with a Monitor section, question, monitor, identifier, and then the name. Yes, all this looks great. I don't think we need to do position. We only got one monitor. I'm not going to do anything else. What I want to do is lock the preferred mode. Because I don't want to sit there and search, and I have so much crap hooked up. I just don't want it to feed me the wrong thing. So what we're going to do here. Do we have it up? Here, we had it up over here. So we're going to just go preferred mode, question. And we go 1920 by 1080. We're going to go underscore. And then we don't have 120, but we got close. We go 119.98. Like that. End section. I don't think that's quite how it's supposed to look, though. And we're missing the identifier. This is going to be HDMI-0. Okay. Does it have some... Oh, in section's one word. Yeah, I can remember. So we got in section, section. I think that's fine. I can't remember. They say to do this on the official one. So section monitor, in section, identifier. That should be kind of what I'm thinking. So instead of doing an xrandar script, I just want to kind of hard code it. So then I don't have to worry about it ever getting configured or a script getting run or any of that business. So that's good. 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 Reboot. And we should be golden. Next up, got to figure out web apps. I had web apps going, so it tells me there's something else going in the background with my web apps. Did you put an equal before the value? No, there was no equal. I think you just need a space with quotes is the Xorg config. I mean, we're about to find out. Yeah. So it's essentially like a Chrome wrapper or Chromium. You can do it in Firefox. You can do everything. Web apps uses Docker and you remove Docker. Really? It uses Docker? I think I might just leave the splash screen up and just confuse the hell out of everybody. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. It should be a Chromium wrapper. Huh. Anywho, fatal server error, no screens found. I might have fat fingered one of those config files. Nah. Probably. All right. Is that what happened? Hmm. 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 Yeah, I did something wrong there. I think my syntax was incorrect. All right, let's... Oh, shoot, I think I have it in here. Let's just go here. Okay, what was wrong with this syntax? Yeah, Docker can be weird. But to answer your question, no, it's a Chromium wrapper. I don't have Docker installed and it's working now. So whatever I did, I purged Docker and let's go Shift A. Let's get Grok. Got my Grok hotkey. Got my Jippity hotkey. I need to make a Claude hotkey, of course. But another day. So yeah, web apps are working. We're properly wrapping them. This is not what happened here. $1920 by $1080. It should be that. Jippity it. What's wrong with this xorg comp file? There are a couple gotchas that might make it fail in xorg. Oh. Device output mapping. Just declaring the monitor section doesn't bind it to your GPU output. You need a screen section that links the monitor or device. Ah, crap. We might have problems because of NVIDIA. Okay, xrandar command for mode line. Use CVT to get the mode line. Okay. I've never used CVT. Oh, well, alas, that's there. Wow. That's cool. I've never done that before. Let's see. Okay. So then you get that, you give that, and then add the mode with xrandar. You could add the mode. Will this persist through reboot? Nope. Didn't think so. That's why we do the mode line with the preferred option here. It's missing the device. Device with the actual GPU. Okay. So this should be NVIDIA. Do you think NVIDIA and NVIDIA Open are different? For device. Yeah. X should be where NVIDIA shines. Oh, you know what? NVIDIA settings would be the easiest way to do this. Well, I'm just trying to reinvent the damn wheel, aren't I? I'm such an idiot. All right, guys. Yeah. You're absolutely right. Let's just get rid of this. Oh, God. All right. Get rid of that. Sudo NVIDIA settings. Launch into the settings. In settings, we can actually, it'll just do it for us. So we can just go resolution 120. Boom. Apply. Okay. Well. And might have some issues. Okay. It worked. Tabbed over. Got it back. We're good. We'll just leave it at 60. Why push our luck? 120 might be a little dicey. So what about advanced? Oh God, you guys remember the force composition pipeline? These tweaks were actually needed back in the day. I don't know if it's still relevant anymore. 60 hertz, man. What do you need more than 60 hertz? You know, I think you force composition pipeline. Now, I remember, damn it, I made a video about this. Probably got like 10 views. That's the whole reason I did videos on my channel. Xorg. Nope. X11. Nope. Monitor. Multi-monitors and positioning. Here we go. Look at that young man.
In this video, I'm going into Linux monitor calibration. Now, this is...
And not a calibration, Chris. Anyways. Yep. What are we doing? Yeah. Oh, okay. Target refresh? I don't think that's a thing anymore. Well, maybe. You could set that. Oh, yeah, that's right. Dang. All right. Anyways. What was I doing? I didn't set any device there. That's bold. But then I was setting it here. Yeah, lots happened in 6 years. I tell you what. Troubleshooting. Did I have an NVIDIA in this one? I did not. All right. Well, this wasn't it. I did one with an NVIDIA. Ah, okay. Okay. Damn, I gotta redo some of these videos.
In this video, we're talking about NVIDIA versus AMD.
That's right. I started every video with "in this video," like you didn't know it was a video.
On Twitch.
Do I just chat this whole time?
A lot of times I do game videos.
Good night. What am I doing?
I'm using my Vegas
Fired.
64. I
You
don't
suck.
like using any VMs.
110,000 people watch
my
this.
game. I'm kind of a purist in that realm.
Ah, that's embarrassing. All right. All right. Force pipeline composition, NVIDIA or not? It was 6 years ago. All right, got that. Force pipeline on and off. NVIDIA X driver can use the composition pipeline to apply X screen transformations and rotations. Can also force this when no transformations or rotations are made. Force full composition pipeline. This option implies enabled force pipeline. Okay, so it does both. Automatically uses the composition pipeline to apply viewport out scaling. I want to say you do yes to this. God bless. I think I remember what the video was. Tearing. Fixed screen tearing. All right, here we go. Chris from 3 years ago.
Screen tearing in Linux is the stuff of nightmares, and it's
Yes.
if I pulled up like
this is it.
YouTube, you'd probably see a little bit there, but this helps.
All right. Oh, I got
not
so much
awful.
better.
This
Great.
is my X11 configuration.
Oh, I
started
put
getting
it
artifacting,
screen
all
tearing
this
in here.
nastiness. Make the mistake of doing super user or run as
What about NVIDIA settings?
configuration in the top left.
Yes.
You can just run NVIDIA settings from terminal or through a run command like
Force
that.
full position and then
once this
apply and
pops
save
up,
the X config.
Run into X server display.
Yes, Chris from that video got the least amount of views. That figures. The one that I knocked out of the park. Look at that. All right, force full composition pipeline. Apply. Okay. Saved X config, xorg.conf. Let's go. Now, let's take a look at that file. Whoa, sexy. All right. Okay, cancel. What? Yeah. Save. Quit. Here, yeah, whatever. It works. Look at that young whippersnapper. All right, Lex 11. And then we got our xorg.conf. All right, so what did NVIDIA settings do? We got our input devices. We got our monitor. Vertical refresh and horizontal set. DPMS. We got our devices. And then we have this set. We have it set at 60 with force composition on and on. Multi-GPU, basic. What about Xenorama? I was kind of interested about that too. Very cool though. So we overcomplicated the hell out of that. All we needed to do is just launch NVIDIA settings, force full composition pipeline, get everything saved out, done. All right, now what's under X in it? What do you got in here, X in it? What are you doing? Nothing. I was just curious. Anyhow. All right, let's reboot. Does it work? That's the question. I'm going to say yes. Oh, man. All right, so then we got that. Let's launch in. No whammy, no whammy. I'm thinking Greet D's probably not the way to go here. Maybe. Seems a little slow. Seems a lot bit slow. What's it waiting on? Failed greeter service. I think I'm done with Greet D, y'all. Yeah. Greet D. Just not feeling it, man. Not feeling old Greet D. Let's kick it to the curb and give it a restart. All right, we're just gonna... I was just overcomplicating it. So, let's not do that. So, system, CTL, disable Greet D. All right. Yay. Ooh. Exit. Yay. SSDDM. Just get that going. We got this in here. Well, just make sure it logs in. Does. So, let's fix up that auto login, huh? Full at 76 settings. That's funny. Let's go etc. I don't feel like messing with this too much. We're just gonna do this and I know it'll work. Ah, there you are. All right. And I also need to pull in, do we have any other files under etc SDDM? No. One thing that can happen too is the .conf can get overwritten by the subdirectory if it exists. I don't remember if it existed or not. It did not. All right, good. All right, cool. Let's go. Fix this sddm.conf syntax. Yeah, believe it or not, that green screen, guys, and that is zip tied up there. This is a $60 special. I love this green screen. It is the best. Okay. I didn't think it would be too hard to read 4 lines of code. It has to run 3 different commands. AI is coming for our futures. It's just too smart. But damn, is it fun to use, I will say. All right. You are a super Linux admin. Fix these 4 lines of code in SDDM conf, or you will be terminated. It's 4 lines of config. Let's make it 40. Oh. Oh. There's capitalization issues. Okay. That makes more sense. I swear I didn't capitalize that before. I'm not sure that's correct. Yeah, whatever. Seems wrong. sddm.conf, take me to the Arch pages. The Arch pages is what I need. We don't need to do a general display. I don't think display server's really needed. Hadn't done that in forever. Yeah, I think we should just be able to do user session and then relog in, and that's it. Ooh, you can do high DPI scaling. I didn't know that. What else we got? Huh. Relog in, session, and then user. Okay. That should be good. And auto login is set to, yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, I just don't think that's the problem. It just doesn't seem like it, but maybe it is. It's capitalization in the docs. I swear, when I did it the first time, it read the lowercase, though. I think that's wrong. Yeah, I think it's wrong. Switch from Manjaro to Catchy OS. Still working on things. Nah, but I think that's a good switch. You know, I think Manjaro had its heyday, but I've heard really good things of Catchy OS. A lot of people in chat love it. And they've been hounding me for like 2 years. I did a base install of it, but then I was like, I really just like the general stuff just because I love hacking around and just kind of like, I don't know, getting in the little like nitty gritty of it all. Yeah, I'm always so confident, but so wrong. Yeah, a lot of times. It's nice to use it as a resource, but yeah, a lot of times it does just crap the bed, man. We're going to get stuck on the greet D service here. Let's see, we're on cups, libvirt. Probably networking, it's getting stuck on a little bit. I don't know why the networking takes so long to work through. Net manager, but it seems to be working. Holy balls. AI was right. I ate my words on that one, y'all. Alrighty. We're in business. Alright, SDDM's the way to go. I've always liked SDDM. My favorite display manager, hands down. Love SDDM. It's just a rock. God, I love it. All right. It was right. It was the caps. The docs and man page showed caps as well. So There we go. We had the syntax pretty much all right. We just didn't capitalize user, session, and relogin. Ain't pretty though. Well, we can kind of clean all this up too. I mean, SDDM's pretty light package and all things said and done. All right. Yeah, there are times SDDM doesn't. I guess we could do like a Getty. We could create our own display manager, essentially. I don't really want to do that. Would TUI Greet or LI work better? Let's look at TUI Greet, actually. Now that we've seen kind of it... let's go... Well, let's go TUI Greet, because Rux mentioned it earlier. Console greeter for GreetD. So it's using GreetD as the backend. No. GreetD gave us such grief. I don't want to do that. That's for people that, I mean, I do like the minimal nature of TUI Greet. Like, this is what you're getting. They essentially just made like a little login page for it, though. It's still using most of the GreetD stuff, and I don't want to use GreetD. Probably Light DM would be the best case. Light DM, that would work as well. What about LY? Let's look at that. I know lightweight TUI in curses like display. Yeah. Compile time, Zig, libc, XCP. Should probably be on Arch. Yeah, 1.1.2. Let's look at... Oh, it supports Wayland and X11. That's surprising. Super minimal. Yeah. We don't even need to do Zig. I'm just looking. We'll just disable SDDM, enable LY. Change TTY of LY by editing the TTY option in the config file. That's okay. Oh wow, they did run it, S6, D in it. Holy crap. This guy's passionate about his shit. Super nerd over here. And he wrote it in Zig. Everything's in config.ini. Is he a window user? What's up with the ini? Linux. A little weird. That's okay. If your exit or field doesn't right, make sure it's executable and includes a shebang. Oh, wow. Almost every exit doesn't. Wow. That might be the problem with GreetD. I'm curious. It has piqued my interest. All right. Says the XInit documentation says it should look like that anyways. It's just people have gotten lazy, not doing it properly. The only weird thing about this project that kind of gives me a little pause, the config being config.ini, It's just weird. You never see that on Linux. So that's where I'm kind of like, it's a little odd. But let's give it a whirl. I'm not going to hate. Let's try it out first. So what does the config ini look like? Give me an example. DWM, bam. So where is config.init? ini. All right. Let's see on the config. It's kind of cool. So you can set language, so it has some localization as well. Login command. Okay. Log out command. Sets path, you can do that. Service name. Session log. Is there no auto login? Oh. Weird. I do not see auto login for LY. Dang, man. I'm just like, So LY is missing an auto login feature. Man, so close. Nope, not there. I mean, we already have it working. It's not like I just kind of wanted to mess with it. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. Anywho, I'm not going to use it, obviously, because I don't really want a display manager on this PC. So I'd rather just have it auto login. For some odd reason, they don't have an auto login for this feature, which is odd. It's so feature rich. I would think auto log would be like one of those things. But no, you'd be wrong. Yeah, so you do a config.ini after enabling the service. I didn't do any of that because I was just looking at the documentation and the config, and I was just looking at the base config, and no auto login, which is like, man, that's unfortunate. So, oh well. I still like the project. I think it's cool. I like a lightweight display manager, and I imagine they'll add that sometime in the future. So I'll probably come back to it whenever that happens. We could also use LightDM. I've used LightDM for years. If SDDM had problems, I'd probably just switch over to LightDM. Worst case scenario, you could always like write your own scripts, change Getty, and then instead of doing a display login, you could just have your like if TTY equals 1 and you log in, then go ahead and do a start X. So the login manager ends up being just the plain Getty, CLI Getty login, which is fine. And you could do that, which I'm not gonna though. I've done that method too. I've done it a bunch of different ways, and I kind of like just having the auto login at the end of the day. All right, so Chatterino, we're good. Why is that not tiled? Huh. Might be something with... All right. So we have that. We're all ready. Everything's good. Sonatas is working. GameScope. Does GameScope work on NVIDIA? Okay, Catchy OS's subreddit has something here, but I'm wondering. Huh. That is interesting. This person says they're using GameScope with the 3080. But how are they using it? That's the question. Are they launching Steam under GameScope, or are they using GameScope sessions independently of the game, which I kind of prefer? It just depends. I think the embedded GameScope sessions done directly. I will say GameScope works fantastically with AMD, period. Full stop. It's a bit buggy and the frame pacing is a little terrible with NVIDIA drivers, but not being there, but it's still there, runs fine. Okay. Well, good to know. So we could use GameScope NVIDIA if we absolutely wanted. Reduces performance up to 20% on X. It works. Okay. Interesting. GameScope dash NVIDIA. Let's look at that. Still seeing updates. It just got updated last month. It's a lot of AUR packages associated with this. It's doing libpipewire. Oh, actually, no. Only SDL2 from the AUR. And the rest looks... okay. Let's give it a whirl. Just kind of curious. GameScope NVIDIA. Let's see what it grabs though. All right, let's let that install. I'm having an interesting experience trying to get into home lab stuff. My lack of background of networking and just not a ton of confidence in the field is really slowing me down, but hopefully something will figure it. Yeah, man, I would say just use some old broken equipment. Like, I always found like stuff people were throwing away, and as of course I got started in my profession, I got better and better stuff people were throwing away. But that's the big thing. Most of the stuff I had, heck, even like 2-3 years into my YouTube career, I would say most of that stuff was just thrown out stuff. Like I had one business that I used to work at, they shut down, or actually they got bought out, and they said, hey Titus, we're throwing all this away. They gave me like a 42 rack. I had a whole bunch of like old networking switches. He even had like some 100 base T stuff, and I was like, dude, you can keep that. That's literally garbage. No one wants that. So, I mean, he had just tons of old equipment. Most of it was probably trash, but I took some of it just to kind of build out and have fun with and play. But that's the thing is there's always like old busted tech that people are throwing out, and they're great to learn on. Because if you break it, it's not like a big deal. So, you know, Godspeed, man. You'll do all right. Home labbing's just so much fun. Just enjoy the journey. You know, I also remember like when you look at a lot of the home labber YouTubers and stuff, you got to remember they added a lot of those videos down. So there's actually a lot of waiting. There's a lot of trial and error. Some of those videos take a long time to make. And we might shorten it down into like a 10-minute segment. So just be patient. It's not a fast thing, and just know you're gonna make errors, but don't go out and buy a bunch of like Unify crap or whatever. You want to build like most of your own stuff and use just old busted stuff is the best thing. Think of yourself as like MacGyver from like the 80s, where you're building out your own thing, and the more unique, the better. And then because the concepts carry over into everything. The more fancy stuff you see a lot of people use, that stuff's really easy. It's literally anybody can set that up. I think these days you don't even need to have much in terms of networking knowledge. Maybe not daisy chain a bunch of switches, but anyways, it's hard to screw up. And even if you do screw up, it's really not that big a deal. But it teaches you kind of the ins and outs of things. So I think you'll be all right. Let's not. We missed a validity check for update package sources. I don't think, is that going to work? Well, I guess we'll find out. Do we take questions on all things related to technology? Pretty much. It depends on what it is. I might not answer. Might be in the middle of something. But, yeah. It's always worth asking a question. GameScope NVIDIA failed. Error making NVIDIA, GameScope NVIDIA exit. I hate the AUR. What the hell is that? All right. Sometimes I hate the AUR, I should say. All right. GameScope NVIDIA. What's this one? Hasn't been updated in 2 years. Ah. Dang. All right, let's go back. What's the other one? Dang it. We could try the Git version. Yeah, let's look at the Git version. This says it was last updated on the 7th. Let's give it another shot. I think we need to just do like -- no validity check or something. Man, yay. What is it? Is it integrity? No integrity check. Skip. Yeah, let's just do a skip checksums, skip PGP. Oh, lordy. What are we doing? What are we doing? Ah, terrible idea. Whatever. Alright, fine. We'll skip checksums for you. It's in your man page, but whatever. Let's do it before. No, that's not a thing. Just Arch Linux things here. Where was that skip? All right. Oh, make flag skipped. Okay, yeah. All right, fine. I fat fingered it. It's my fault. That's why we read. You just got to learn to read good. All right, here we go. Let's go. Game scope NVIDIA. I really want this. We're gonna do it. Oh, do we get a proper patch? I'll be damned. Looked like the patch worked. Let's go, Ninja. No whammy, no whammy. I'm about to break it for sure. For sure. But maybe. Maybe, just maybe. Gonna game scope us some NVIDIA. All right, so we got Mango app going. All right. Mango app. What do we test it on? What's a Xorg test? There's the eyes, right? X eyes. God, I can't remember the damn name. I'm drawing a blank. Drawing a blank. What is the test for game scoping? Game scope test. X11 apps. What is it? I can't remember what they are. Give me o'clock would work probably. X eyes, I think, is what I've used in the past. All right, let's make sure X eyes runs. Ah, not there. What's that? X11 apps. Ah, is that independent? Yeah, just Xorg apps. Sure. I want to test the game scope with a really minimal app first. So we're gonna do. Still don't have X eyes. XGL gears, I want to say. EGL gears. Okay, cool. So we got our minimal app to launch, right? Perfect. So then we do game scope. GX EGL. Could they picked a weirder name? Years. All right. So GameScope looks like it's working there. Nice. So we got NVIDIA with GameScope going. What else do we have? Yeah, so like the whole buy once, cry once thing that people talk about, that's great if you know exactly what you're doing. So if you have a ton of experience in the field, then that's fine. But if you don't, you shouldn't. So like if you're just getting into home labbing and like networking and stuff like that, what you should go buy is just a bunch of cheap. If you want to buy something and you want it brand new, I still recommend getting some thrown out used stuff if you can. But let's say you can't. Probably the fun tinker, like good home lab stuff that could teach you some things would be Microtech stuff. Yeah, the software they have is absolutely atrocious, but Microtech is actually not terrible hardware. Microtech. Yeah, this thing. This stuff is dirt cheap though. So like get like a couple switches if you need some switches. You want to toss up some Wi-Fi and stuff. They have like 2 different router firmwares that you can do. They have a full-blown router one with a whole bunch of features. So it's just super feature rich, but kind of jank. And then they have just turn it into a switch kind of thing. Now, if you're buying a switch, run the switch firmware. The router firmware is, again, kind of jank. But it might be worth just getting one of the switches, messing around, tinkering, going flip-flopping back and forth. You can learn a lot of things, like just understanding like spanning tree protocol and those types of things when it comes to networking. This would be a much better teaching point than the really expensive crap that you could go buy. Like if you go buy a Ubiquity, you're not going to really even learn anything. You're probably not going to know what the hell spanning tree protocol does because, frankly, Ubiquity makes it so damn easy that a monkey could set that stuff up. Where Microtech, if you screw up this and like all of your priorities of all of the switches are the same, you could break your spanning tree and that could be a problem. This teaches you some really good stuff. You'll actually have a GUI to work with, which most networking guys, when they're starting out, they're going to be doing it all through CLI and like some old jank Cisco stuff. So yeah, Microtech would probably be a great starting spot. It has a decent enough GUI and it has a lot of complex terminology and very feature rich. And I think their stuff's like, God, dirt cheap. I want to say like their switches are like you could probably get one of their 24 ports for like $100. And they're kind of like all over the place. So I'd probably go with that. But don't do the buy one, cry once thing. Not starting out. That's just not smart. Web apps are working. So the web app implementation, I didn't even actually show that, but the web app implementation under scripts, I have a couple scripts here. Dbus, that's just activating Dbus. Then Proton Restart. So what happens when you have like a Steam game that hangs up? This used to happen all the time. These days, Steam has done just such a great job that it doesn't happen as much. But what I did was make a quick script that tracks down all the executables, all the wine devices, wine servers, like SVC host, all the extra crap that can get run or spun up when you're launching something from Steam. And it'll just kill it all with a authority of 9, which is like top notch. So it's just gonna go like, take an axe right to the service process, just kill it. Status, that's actually my status command. So this stuff up here, modifying it over here, you can see the function calls, and this is what's going to update this up here. I could probably make that look better, but I don't know. Just like, let's see. Do we have, speaking of which, UI color? I don't know what this is about. Huh. I'm sorry. I'm like a squirrel. You gotta kind of rein me in. Sometimes I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, I saw this icon's a little bit dark. I kind of want a light icon there. Probably should look at NWG look while I'm at it. Anyways, I'm sorry, web apps. This is what web apps things. So I took what DHH did, and I changed things around a little bit. We still are doing the default Git browser and all of that, but instead of executing UWSM, which is Universal Wayland Session Manager, what we do is just do a straight execute directly to the default browser and then launch the app. So then when we want to launch Jippity, boom, we have it right here, and we can do Jippity, or let's say Grok, just launch Grok, off and going. I haven't done like music or anything yet, but I probably need to recreate the desktop files too, which I think those still work. Let's see. No, those don't work. Okay. That might be a holdover for Momarchy, so we'd probably need to redo that. We already did that, Rux. I think it's YAF. I binded it to... Yeah. We bound it to our bash RC. So if you use my bash, we're already using that. I forget, someone from chat actually came out and did that, Rux. It's pretty good. So we just do YAF. Boom. And we're off in the races. I should use it more often. I just never really got into it. Router I ended up ordering used from Best Buy as an Asus Wi-Fi router. Okay. Not a fan of Asus, but that's okay. I mean, it's okay for a router. I really like it. Well, if you're not really into home labbing though, like I get it, yeah. Like if you're just starting to break into it, it's fine, I guess. From a technical point of view, I know this is like such an old man yells at cloud thing, but I really hate gateways. I hate anything that's a router and an access point all in one. So if it does wireless and it does routing, I don't want it. So I'm kind of old school in that way, where everything has to come into the router or the gateway, you know, and then all the Wi-Fi has to sit outside of that, whether it's from a switch or whatever, it's sitting outside of it. And then I like to position all my access points. I don't have a big house, but I really like it that way. I hate the universal, just cram everything into a box. I just don't think it works as well. Maybe it's a placebo effect. Maybe there's an all-in-one unit that's actually pretty good. For sure, that probably exists on the market, but I always have a hard time pulling that trigger. I like to separate them. Yeah. It's kind of where I'm at. Oh man, old QNAP. It had issues. You didn't hit all the ransomware, did you? You remember the MyQNAP cloud when it got hacked? Like 5 times. It got hacked so many times. Like, if you were on MyQNAP cloud, you're compromised. Oh my god. I had my old boss still had a QNAP at his house, and he never updated the firmware, and he got hacked. He was using MyQNAP cloud, and they ransomwared all his crap, locked him down. It was, I mean, I felt bad for him, but it was kind of funny too. Never touch the NAS stuff. Yeah. I run my NAS on TrueNAS. Like a Chad. There we go. Network attached storage is what NAS stands for. So it can be a lot of different stuff. Yeah. I mean, I had one of the original QNAPs, like way back in the day. I think it was like the first gen QNAP, and I want to say it was like a 2008, 2009. And it was an all right box for the time. Oh, how times have changed. All right. So we did GameScope. What else do we have? Web apps. We have GameScope now. So we have a working protocol of both those. And I already know, like, Steam. That's working. I think I got almost everything, right? What do I need now? I think that's when we start to pull in Walker. What's Walker look like when we pull it into here? So right here, this is the Rofi menu. What does Walker look like? So there is some custom coded stuff here for Walker. Specifically, GDK is Wayland display. We also have a G signal C search changed. So we got some GTK issues. Are we going to be able to overcome that? Can we run Walker in X? Let's look at the official. How old is Walker? So V1 is just now being released. It's actually not even V1. So dang. So DHH was like on the cutting edge of this guy's repo for Walker. Who's he? Elephant, Walker, BMV, bulk rename files from SDDDN. That seems kind of interesting. BMV, utility wraparound for player CTL. Very interesting. Kind of want to look at this guy's repos. So he forked Omarchy just a little bit ago. He also forked UWSM. What a crazy person. You got Hyper Launcher for that, but stop that. But Walker's still seeing a lot of dev time. How interesting. It's kind of funny seeing all these. Archive those. Okay, he's a massive contributor to a bunch of hyper projects. Okay, Rux. Really interesting. I mean, it piqued my interest as soon as I started seeing some of the repos. I was like, that's cool. I thought he was like part of DHH's crew or something, since he's using Walker so much, but apparently not. It's Rust based. Very interesting though. GTK4, that. Make sure Elephant is running before starting Walker. So what the hell's Elephant do? No description. Elephant, because it's fat, is a powerful data provider service and back-end for custom application launchers and desktop utilities. It provides various data sources and actions through plugin-based architecture, communicating via Unix sockets and protocol buffers. Elephant acts as a unified backend service that aggregates data in various sources, desktop applications, files, clipboard history, and provides consistent interface for front-end applications like custom launchers, productivity tools, and desktop widgets. Huh. Wow. Take a look at his contributions heat map. Yeah. We got Walker, Elephant, GTK Rust, Bug. Very involved with Omarchy for sure. So let's see what Walker looks like when we launch it. So Walker does work pretty well. Now, when we're launching it through Omarchy, let's see how DHH does that. I kind of want to steal his, not necessarily the app launcher. I kind of like my Rofi counterpart for the app launcher, just on the side there. I kind of want to just use it for that help guide for users. So if we look at Omarchy, let's look at our config here. Let's go Walker. Built-in Hyperland keybinds. Built-in's application, launcher prefix. So we would actually take that out. Then you got your bookmarks, the manual, GitHub, calculator, clipboard commands. It could. The question here is, do we build our own thing or do we just use what's already here? It seems all right though. Like, I love the fact you got web search, SSH, all that right here. And the theming looks cool. I mean, we'll probably just force Nord on people for the time being. But where is it grabbing like that? Application actions, bookmark entries. How is it doing the help commands is what I want to know. And where's that launch coming from? So if you look at the bindings under, is that Walker or is it something else? Any other config here? There's Hyper. Let's go. You know, we look at it, super alt space is the thing I care about. So this is stock. That is the user config. Now he is hard coding this into the default configs. So let's look at the default configs for Walker. Those are just themes. All right, let's look at Hyper. Let's go bindings. This was tiling. What's utilities? Aesthetics. So this right here, toggle top bar. Let's go Walker. Super alt space. This is the Omarchy menu that's getting launched. So Omarchy menu is a whole different system. Let's track that down. Oh, we got a raid. Blaze Bits, how's it going, guys? We're working on converting Omarchy from a... This is a little insane. Let's... I need to get up for a second. 1 second. I got some ideas here. Let's give it the green screen effect. Let's hit that up one more time. For 1 second. Gotta put my special clip on here, so it knows where to find me on the green screen. Here we go.
All right, here we go. Green screen time. So, the idea here is we're stealing DHH's Omarchy from Hyperland Wayland, converting what needs to be converted over into Xorg. Now, chat, how have we done as far as that conversion so far? We've gotten almost everything in that needs to be in. There's not very much that we're missing. We've got the login manager switched out because Omarchy uses a simple start service. We've switched that out. We got Rofi already set up. We converted all the web apps already and baked those in. And I'm trying to think of other things that we're really missing. Yeah. Those are the things I'm like, I don't know. This right here, Jalopy, is the new studio. I built it all out. Do you like it? I thought it'd be kind of fancy. I was like, oh, let's add that. I'm probably a little too big on this screen, but if someone wants to put some AI slop my way and then have something else whirling behind me, we can see my NVIM over here. I probably should put up like chat or something that's over here. We'll get to that eventually. Omarchy. Chris meant to say Omarchy, not Omarchy. You guys, how long have you known me? When have I ever pronounced anything correctly? I don't know. Anyways, I'm taking, if anybody wants to build me out something behind here, hit me up. I'm game for standing in front of anything you send my way. Even if that's like a Taco Bell. I don't mind doing some speeches in front of Taco Bell. So I look forward to any requests. Just send it to our Discord. Just do exclamation Discord if you need on that. Anyways, back to it.
All right, we're back. I'm having too much fun with the green screen. It took me all Friday to set that up too. I think it was my first Google search is what I ended up using for that background. Oh man. Yeah, I need like a longer transition. If I could get like, instead of it being a 2-second transition, 5 seconds, I'm pretty sure I could nail it and it would be perfect. But we're getting there. We're making moves. We're coming up the ranks here. I'm really going hard. I got you a 5-second. Oh God, I'm scared to see what you send my way, Jalopy. All right, we need to find Omarchy menu. Omarchy -menu. Now, we got key bindings. Ooh, that looks good. Okay, so here is the bash. It's actually a bash script for Omarchy menu. What it's doing, it's setting the path to this, which we don't need to use that. We'll just drop everything in home bin, local bin. We got the menu here for options. We got terminal, present terminal, edit in invim. Next, you'll be teleporting between locations. Maybe. I am crazy enough. I will try it. I will try that for sure. That's what we got AI for. In that menu, the funny thing is, here, actually, I'm gonna put it here. We'll just get it. If you look at that, you'll notice one thing. That is not a 16:9 ratio. What you just saw was total AI slop. So, with a little bit of queuing, hey, you don't need to be an artist. You can just throw up something. That's what I've shown. That's what I did in a day. Yeah. Oh, man. Watch the link. Oh, no. It's not going to be copyright, is it? We don't do copyright music. The Titus transition. That's right. Oh, that's so great. Oh, I love it. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm dying. It's so good. That's old school jalopy. Old school, man. Throwing it back. There you are. Install. All right. So the learn menu. This is okay. Omarchy menu key bindings is what I want. Omarchy menu key bindings. So that's going to probably be in his bin directory. Super K was how it showed the key bindings in Omarchy. Wow. Omarchy menu keybinds. Right there. Oh boy. How cool. Wait, so how's he displaying it? So he's got hyper CTL-J, and then it's pulling in all the bindings using sed and jQuery, and then he's parsing them with an awk command, and then he's sorting them, and then spitting them out in Walker. Bro, that's pretty wild. Wow. That is some straight black magic. Like, for real. That is wild. So I need to configure the parsing the bindings to parse the DWM config.h. Grab it. Oh my God. But the bindings in config.h are going to just be an absolute nightmare to deal with. That is wild. Yeah. Guys, I think I want to just build my own app at this point. Oh, but then someone's going to change some of the bindings. So the why he did it this way is so, like, you change your own bindings and then the binding menu will just auto update. It's kind of genius. It's simple and pretty slick way of doing it. I would have never thought of this way. Okay. Damn. But kind of cool. Wow. All right, so I would just grab this. Let's start hacking at it. That's cool, man. That's just cool. All right, we're gonna copy marquee menu keybinds to GitHub DWM scripts. All right, DWM scripts in Vim marquee. Okay, so let's start hacking away. First off, hyperctl binds. We're getting rid of that. JQ, remove mod mask, key code, description, dispatch. Okay. And then also removing this. Or this is actually replacing null with nothing. Shoot, I kind of want to feed it the config.h file and see what pops out. It looks like he already got a lot of this stuff because he's retrieving mod mask key code, and I want to say that's gonna grab most of the stuff on my DWM. Now I don't think it's gonna be able to grab and parse it, but maybe. So let me think of where to grab. So we're going to get rid of that. Do some pre-processing. Remove standard marquee bin prefix. Actually, let's remove the UWSM prefix. I might actually reuse that line. Map null modificator. So how do we want to pull in our config.h from this thing? Because the command to run before this was the hyperctl. Hell, let's feed it to AI. AI would be good at this. Right? I mean, AI, the one thing I use it for is regex patterns, actually. True. Yeah, so I think the hyperctl-j binds is what's grabbing all the binds done in Hyperland, and then he's using this to modify it, kind of strip out all the crap. So I would think, let's kill that. I would think this is actually what AI would actually excel at. Is the one thing I always end up using AI for, which, well, these days it's like quite a bit, but the one thing I usually can count on it for is regex and really complicated, like culling down things like that. Let's go DWM, GitHub, select. Add that context in over here. All right. Yeah, sure. Yep. We're going to be building a lot in C. I'm going to need some, let's go Jippity. Now let's go Sonnet 4. Key bindings. Okay. Instead of hyperctl j binds, we need to pull in the binds from config.h. Let's add the context. Config.h for DWM. Let's see what that does. I bet it turns it into 1,000 lines. It does not. DWM's as bare bones as it gets, man. Like the whole piece of DWM essentially is 100 kilobytes compiled. There is no configuration. Once this gets, once you run the config file, because there's no like live update or any of that, you compile this, and once it's compiled, nothing changes. That's why it's so beautiful. Is it just works great? Holy crap! Okay, what are we doing? Oh. We're going ham. We are going full ham. All right. Good night. Well, we joked about it. Yeah, all right, let's just go. Yep. Let's see what happens. I mean, this is a copy of ours, so let's just see where this takes us. All right. It takes us nowhere. There's a syntax error. Shocking. Let's just roll with it. Let's just use up all the tokens here. Let's see what it comes up with. Yeah, this is just going to be an absolute train wreck. But let's see how many lines it produces. I mean, right now it's around the original. I don't want to clean up all these key bindings from config.h and a DWM. So just to like illustrate why I don't want to do it, because this is the config.h file. Essentially what we got to do is parse these mod keys right here under static keys. This is what needs to get parsed. But how DWM does this, it does it all in C. So it's not exactly user friendly. And if I wanted to dynamically update, we have to modify it from the C code to properly display in a help box dynamically. I mean, that's kind of wild. Let's set... let's just stop this. We need to set some parameters. Only grab the static keys section of and static. Oh God, it'd be easier if I just typed it all out. Yeah. Yeah, like if it was like a live like config file, you could set it, but doing it through this method is just absolute insanity. But screw it. We're already here. Let's burn some tokens. Let's just see what happens. So we'll limit it down to that so it doesn't have to parse all the other crap. So then we can just somehow translate the executable code. I mean, maybe. Using Rust to parse a C file might be problematic. Yeah. AI can do it, I believe. It's about a 0.0.0. That's actually too many points, but many, many times over. All right, key combo and description. Let's limit that down. There we go. Okay. Let's keep that. Somehow it added another 20 lines, but it's AI, so. What? It worked? I mean, pretty close. I mean, obviously there's some artifacts and stuff down here. It's pretty damn close, though. Super Shift dot. Super Shift L, resize client. Super Shift, oh yeah? I mean, I think what I do is I just redo a lot of those bindings to be easier to display. So tag, view all tags, but if you want Jippity, yeah, I think I just got to clean up my code a little bit, and that's pretty much there. Good job. Okay. Okay. It's pretty close. Set layout, view all tags. Does super tab have work? Huh. Yeah. Discovering hotkeys that I forgot about. What about super shift P? Yep. Super control P. Ooh. Yeah, there it is. Screenshot to clipboard. Well, that's impressive. Yeah, there you go. That's crazy. It parsed it pretty well. So I wouldn't really want to change too much. I might come back and clean up some of it. But I almost kind of want to add this directly into that's crazy. So it knew to go, hey, people aren't going to know what the hell this is. It could just tell what it was doing, and then it went ahead and made the manual description directly in the parse when it saw the binding. It's like, well, this is probably what the description is. Jeez. I'm sure it's not perfect. It's a damn bit better than I would do. Good enough. All right. There we go. DWM key bindings. There she goes. And then that'll grab it. We'll probably, how did it do that? That's insanity. So it just knew that, and it's like, people aren't gonna know what the hell that is. I'm just gonna make a description. Oh my word. That's cool. All right, there you go. AI, surprising AIW there. Yeah. Yeah, you win this time, AI. That's crazy. Yeah, so like the thing about this is, yeah, it still needs to be cleaned up. Don't get me wrong, Razzle, but the fact that it would just grabbed during the grep here, actually, we're gonna quit out of that. If you look, DWM key bindings. So when it's pulling it in, it's setting up here, defining the mod keys, start processing when we find the keys array, also the buttons array, meaning it's just skipping everything else in the config file. So it's only going to grab buttons and then the keys. And then it processes them, skips comment, empty lines, tag key macro calls. Removes leading spaces and braces, split the line by commas, modifier key and function names, clean up the fields. Oh man. Well, that's just freaking cool. Convert the key names. Convert common key names. Now we still got to fix a couple of those key names. Specifically like the volume up and down key isn't properly changed yet, but it's well documented. We could add that. And then create description based on function. And then right here is when we can actually specify, hey, this is what it should say. Oh my word. That's pretty legit, man. Yeah, so we'll change a few things there. I think on the focus stack, we'll probably change which way it's going. Like if it's a focus stack with a plus or whatever, we need to specify like H is going to go to the left and then L is going to go to the right. So, wow. Cool. So then what this looks like, let's do, we'll bind it in. We'll just copy DWM bindings. Actually, I'm going to link it just because, let's go pwd / DWM. Bindings. And we're going to put, we'll put that in, I'll just put it in home, Titus .local bin. So then if we're over here, let's go z bin, z .local bin. Remove APM tracker, remove bun X. Those are dead links. Then you got your DWM key bindings there. So DWM key bindings. Boom. Then you could scroll through. Got to fix the tag bar. Super. So we'd remove this super button 1. This is mouse button 3, mouse button middle click actually. So we probably change button 3 to middle click. Button 1's left click. Button 2 would be right click, which a right click should be the decrease, right? Yeah. No, that's correct. And then we have to change brightness up and down, and then audio up and down. Although you can still determine what the hell that is, even if you're a noob. Wow. All right. Yeah, that's crazy. Change the position to the middle of the screen. Oh, yeah. Probably do reorder those Rux for sure. Also some grouping for the screenshots. There's quite a bit to do there, but I think that's a good first shot at it. Yeah, I think the position is Walker configs too. So like when you just do Walker, you see Walker over there. If we go .config Walker, remove config toml, we'll just go star. Get rid of those back files. Let's go invim config toml. Yes. Yeah. You going to bed? Yeah. All right. Good night, Chief. I love you. See you in the morning.
In the morning. Mama already went to bed.
Oh, she did? Okay. I'll be in a minute.
Time to wind it down.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, that is the behind the mirror. You can kind of see, I can see myself, and then I got chat, and then I got the camera, and then it shoots from the back side of this guy. So I position it all in this 80 square foot room to have two different walking shots. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. I'm gonna get on YouTube and be like, I spent $1 million on this new studio, and all I did was hang up a light on the other side of this screen. I didn't even buy another green screen. I'm just using the same $60 green screen from Amazon. Don't tell anybody though. It's all about the illusion of spending tons of money. All I did was just repurpose everything I already had. Oh. Yeah, got Bamboo was like, damn it, I shouldn't have said anything. I'm so bad at that. I need to be my better hype man. I need to learn that YouTuber $1 million studio revamp. I spent $1 billion on this. I hired a team of 100 people. We came in and worked night and day for 5 years straight to bring this amazing contraption to you guys. It's broken. It's too late. Darn it. Oh, man. Anyways, yeah, I think I need to mess around with the Walker config quite a bit. Specifically right here. Let's get rid of the launch prefix. Like, we're not going to be using that. Then we also, honestly, let's just zero it out. Just get rid of that line. We're not going to use it. Actually, we might need it. It might be required for the applications. Yeah. All right. Everybody says they're going to do a $100 million revamp. All right, we're all on the same page. You guys saw nothing. Control E. What's that? Huh. Anywho, probably would change this to a config and theme default. Oh, marquee default's probably fine. What's under themes? Oh, just default. Oh. Ah, all right. Let's go back. Okay. Set these back to kind of defaults. Oh, hyperlink keybinds. Feel like I might end up just making a file specifically for the keybinds. Yeah. That is a Walker option. Oh, really? There's a Walker option for DWM key bindings? No kidding. Walker. We're taking Omarchy and bringing it into DWM. All its glorious Xorg nature. It's gonna be glorious. It will be the next desktop environment to take over the entire world. Everyone's gonna be using Xorg and DWM again and going, my God. They're gonna all turn into Todd Howards and say, it just works. Yes. Be amazing. Where does it show the built-ins? Built-ins. Where are you at? Where are you at, built-ins? Wiki. Nope. The downside of using a new project is documentation can be a little fleeting at times. Yeah. All right. So we've got built-in somewhere, probably resources. No, this is just going to be, well, maybe. Grid, D menus, filter list, provider list, symbols, layout preview. Yes. Nope. D menu. You know, I've never been a big fan of D menu. Yeah, I don't think we'll see anything in here. I don't know where those built-ins are documented or labeled. Probably not in themes though. Let's go to Walker. Wait. Maybe, actually I was right there. Let's look at his config toml. Maybe he puts it all in here. Okay. Keybinds. Providers. Provider prefixes. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, I think I'll have to play around with Walker some more. I'll look for some more online documentation on this. I really like it though. I can see it going places. I think it'll be like the next Rofi. I think everyone's going to be using it here in a year or two. I really, really dig it. I might do a full screen instead of it doing like a pop-up window too. I think we could do like a Walker-esque thing where it'll just pop up, and instead of specifying like an absolute value for the height and everything, I think I'll just fill in the whole screen. Or maybe the whole left side. I don't know. Tinkering around with it. How goes it, Pyrus? Yeah, so this is pretty cool. I absolutely love Walker. That is just such a neat one. I'm going to tinker around with it. I think there's going to be a lot of back and forth a little bit while I figure it out. But I think we'll probably get there in the end. Might need to look at more. It does have a lot of dependencies, which I'm not a huge fan of. But us building that easy launch application is pretty nice. And then we have these bookmarks. Oh. Specifies in calculator. Yeah, this is just cool. That is just cool. Yeah, I'd probably get rid of this bindings here. And then I'll probably build out the applications menu from something like that. And then we'll copy Walker back in once we get all there. All right. Just use Rofi. Rofi does a lot of that too. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm using right here. And it gets the job done. Maybe building like a keybinds Rofi menu. We could probably pipe that into Rofi a little bit easier. Has anybody done that? Rofi keybind menu. So yeah. So he built this all in shell. So when he's doing it, mapping it, it's interesting. That's not bad. I think just doing it in Rofi is probably the way to go. As much as I want to use Walker, I think Har is right. Sometimes the most simple solution is the best solution. I think that's accurate. We already kind of did the parsing. We just got to change this around. So how he's sending this to Rofi is extract the bindings from Hyperland. He's doing the Rofi menu. And then sending it to the binding. You're going to do a map file and then a Rofi D menu like this. Well, before we go crazy here, since we already have something that works a little bit, let's do a commit before we get too crazy. Let's go lazy G, and we're gonna commit I think what we did, we just did the Keybinds Walker config. Yep. So now we're up to date. Now let's do that. We parse them, and then instead of using Walker, for the dynamic bindings, let's change this from using Walker to something like this implementation of Rofi. Yeah. Just get completely off of Wayland. I kind of with you, Har. I just cannot do the Wayland. Okay. Update parse bind function with Rofi implementation. So we're mapping it. Choice Rofi menu. Okay. Let's keep that. Let's see what that gives us. Feel like there'd probably be a little bit more there, but you never know. Let's go DWM key bindings. Oh, Har, I love you. You're so good. That's so much easier. Bro. Yeah. That's awesome. Oh my God. Guys, we're going to be in this for like the next couple weeks, so buckle up. People are going to be so pissed. They'll be like, really? You're working on this old archaic system? But as the great Todd Howard once said, it just works. And that's all that matters. It just works. Dang, that's nice. Oh my God. Oh, that is so nice. Yeah. Yeah. It's not as pretty as Walker. I know. But I don't give a damn. We ain't going for beauty awards here. We're going for minimal, simplistic, and it just works. That's what we're going for. Now, if I can make it look good, great. But if I can't, then screw it. I just want it to work. Because I don't want to sacrifice function for form. It has to be functional 1000%. Now, having said that, I will make it look as good as I can, but without sacrificing any function. So, yeah, could it look a little better with Walker? Sure. But I don't know. I kind of like the Rofi implementation better because it really just matches everything as we go here. And then let's go ahead and bind this really fast because I want to finish this. Dude, I need to do more late night streams. It feels like I am just a late night guy. Damn, I can just get so much shit done. Oh. Functionality matters, not looks. Agreed. You and I are speaking the same language. Let's go. Probably do. How do I want to do it? I could specify the command. No, I'll hard code it. We'll do just a sh command and just put it in there. Let's replace this with H. So we'll do mod key H. I would do F1, but more people are using like compact keyboards, so some people might not have F1. You know what I'm saying? So, what do we call this? DWM keybinds? If not, that's what we're going to name it to, because that's what it should be called. All right. Why did I put key bindings? Stupid. I think that's gonna break the symlink. Yeah. All right. Well, so be it. We're going to put this back into... we'll just hard code it over. In a script, I'll probably just do $home, and then do .local bin like that. Perfect. All right, then let's do sudo make clean install. Boop. Oh, yeah, Har. I just switched to Ghosty. So I went switch back. So when I moved from back to just tonight, actually, because my DWM had Ghosty hard coded in for some odd reason from the first time I tried it back when it first hit the like Alpha 1 release or first release of Ghosty, because Ghosty, when it first released on Linux, was kind of slow. It was kind of sluggish for me. So I moved back to Alacrity. And then we were on here and I was using Kitty/Alacrity, kind of flipping a little bit with Hyperland. And then when I went back to DWM, I saw Ghosty was still in there. I was like, oh, well, let's reinstall Ghosty and try it again. I gotta say, whatever the Ghosty team's been doing, they've been eating their Wheaties, because it's way faster than it was. I am not running into any of the problems I was having with Ghosty like 3 months ago. So whatever Ghosty's done, the updates have been good. And I think I'm going to try and main it for a while and see if there's anything that crops up in the next couple months or a month. But I say if it passed 30 days, 60 days from now, I think it's going to be my new terminal. So yeah. I don't know. Ghosty plus list themes. Yeah. I mean, there's so much cool features of Ghosty, and you can pull in like images directly in the terminal. You can do greps. I mean, there's so many really neat features, functionality that you get over Alacrity. And I've always hated Kitty. Kitty feels like kind of, I don't know how a terminal can feel sluggish, but Kitty feels sluggish sometimes. And I'm just like, I can't deal with that. And it has some weird requirements too. Like if you load it up on a Pi, a lot of times it won't even load. And Ghosty, I don't think runs into very much of that at all. I mean, it's still a heavier console, don't get me wrong, but feature rich and right now pretty damn fast. All right, let's try this out before we do a commit. All right, let's quit that. Quit that. What about Wes? You know, I've never really got into Wes. I don't think I've ever given it an honest shot, so I can't give you a yay or nay on Wes terminal. All right, here we are. Log back in. Ooh, we need to fix our theming, actually. All right, cool. So we got that. All right. Oh, guys, that's awesome. We're just gonna steal all of the things I like about Omarchy. Oh god, I just love it to death. And then we got our web apps. Boom, one click. Got that. We got our game scope. Dang, we've gotten so much done. All right, let's, before we forget this, let's go DWM, lazy G, help menu, publish. Oh God, it feels good. Oh, it feels good. I don't know why, but Kitty ran faster than Ghosty at startup. I think, Har, you might try Ghosty again. I'd be curious to see if you still notice that. Because Ghosty, I feel like they've done some stuff behind the scenes to make it a lot faster. Use JetBrains. Yeah. So I installed Writer the other day, and we were messing around. I forget what I was programming in. I think it was F#. And that was fun. Oh, JetBrains fonts. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant the program ID. It's like, well, all right. I mean, talk about not minimal at all. I mean, it is functional, I guess, to an extent. But man, is it heavy. What are we using? I think I already have JetBrains. Let's go FG grab JetBrains. Yeah, we already got JetBrains everywhere. I don't know. I just like the Meslo fonts. You like JetBrains? Yeah, I just feels clearer and less cluttered to me with the Meslo. Man, Rux knows all the fonts. So I've got quite a few fonts installed though. We might be here for a little bit. I like my terminal fonts. There's nothing I hate more than getting into terminal and just being stuck with like the old crappy ones. So you got the Roboto, of course, Noto Serif. That comes standard on almost all systems. How many Noto Serifs we got? So many locales. Noto Sans. Noto Sans. Oh, we're gonna be here for a bit. Look at it scroll. Man, I like my mouse. I never used the flywheel. Then we got our Meslo nerd fonts. We got, of course, Microsoft. We got our JetBrains. Oh no, I ran out of space. Oh, sad face. Okay. Well, I think on that note, what do we got? Oh, wait. Should I do the outro over here? Now we're done with the green screen. It's over. It's over. Oh man. Pipe that into FZF. I need to get better on my FZF on piping it. Tmux, man. You know, I still use Tmux on headless servers. So whenever I do like VPSs and things like that, I'll use Tmux. Even Screen from time to time if I want to save a session. But I don't know if Screen's ever been updated. I mean, talk about old school, but been around for a long, long time. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, let's shut her down for the day. I think I am done. It is past midnight. It's way past my bedtime. And we have accomplished so much, though. Still have a lot to do, I think. But I feel like this is a really good starting spot. Now, I think more or less making it replicatable. Really just kind of stepping into a brand new install where we clean it up for everyone else and then make it to where you can reproduce it. So then people can have like a really sensible, super minimal, super lightweight install of DWM that has like just saying things and people can learn it really fast. Yeah, you're still going to be compiling in C. There's no live reload. But once you see how stable it is, you're going to be like, I can use this. Maybe we do theming. Theming would probably be pretty easy to do because it'd just be Rofi themes and the title bar theme, which would be, I think, fairly simple to code in, because most of that's done in config.h. So I think we'll be good. Yeah, all right. Yeah, thanks for the late stream. 10:30, way past my bedtime, man. Me too, dude. Way past my time. So I'm gonna shut her down. I'll see you guys on Monday. I'm sure I won't stream tomorrow, and I just wanted to start in on DWM because DWM, wow, I've just really, it's been just such a great system for me. I've used it for years now, and I always come back to it. And every time I come back to it, I'm like, why did I leave? And yeah, I don't know. I think I was always just looking at the grass is always greener, but then I run into problems. You know, it may look nicer. It may feel like, oh, this is cool, it has this neat effect. But at the end of the day, does it work as well as DWM? And the answer 100% of the time for me has been hell no, not even close. It's always a little bit worse. Always. And if it's Wayland based, it's usually a lot worse. And that has just been my experience on both NVIDIA and AMD systems over and over and over again. So I don't understand. I don't understand why that is. But here we are. I'm just here to kind of poke around, see what I can do. And these are just my experiences. So with that, thanks for hanging in there, guys. I'm done yapping. Go to bed. I'm out. There's this. My synergy's not working. Awkward exit. Did that launch? Well. Just works. It works. It works.